Greetings once again, spacefaring adventurers. Duuz-Diz-Din, back again with Eden Zero. Previously, the effort to find Mueller is underway, with Shiki and Shura heading to the temple, where the Nero Empire Palace resides. As Shiki and Shura try to make their way to Mueller's lab, they find nothing more than a booby trap that tries to blow them up, James Bond style. Meanwhile, Rebecca, unbeknownst to everyone else, has been lured to the planet by Mueller, who seeks to use her unique power to travel through time with the antimatter bombs on the planet. And while he does manage to strap down Rebecca, Rebecca knows that time travel in Universe Zero should be impossible. But just as Mueller goes to straight up saw off Rebecca's legs, and I don't mean a hacksaw, a buzzsaw, no, a straight up chainsaw. Suddenly, Happy strikes Mueller in the face, but it's not Happy. In truth, it was none other than Secret Agent Arima. I was about to do the whole thing, but I didn't think I could pull it off. Unlike in the previous universes where she was tracking down Drac and Joe, it's actually Mueller who she's after this time. And while normally she's part of the Galactic Intelligence Agency along with Noah, who we also haven't seen in this universe, I'm realizing, no, she's part of something else. Although this is half the wait, as Shiki and Shura show up, fresh after being exploded, who have a bit of a bone to pick with Mueller, and they'll take it out of his robotic hide, hopefully. So how bad will Mueller's beatdown be, and will he escape with his pathetic cockroach life? Join me as I find out, won't you? A nice little shot of Arima. I love that she's in the spotlight. Typical secret agent. I have to hope that she's holding a data disc between her teeth, but I mean, I've seen enough hentai to immediately just think of, let me stop there. She's gorgeous, let's just leave it at that. Chapter 244, Iron Rain. That's a pretty intense name. I wonder, will it be like a gravity technique? Because we have 3 gravity users in the same place now. So at some point, maybe someone gets some scrap metal and just showers it down on their opponent. Let's see if I'm right. Shiki and Shura have entered the chat, beaten, bloody, and pissed. Rebecca, still tied to the table, calls out for Shiki. Well, Shiki questions, "Why did you come here, Rebecca?" And Rebecca yells, "Because you told me to, Shiki." Man, I gave Rebecca way too much credit. I thought maybe she'd realize. Arima says, "Yeah, that was Mueller using that Shiki kid's voice to trick you." Rebecca says, "What?" Arima says, "See, I've been tracking our friend Mueller, so I've been intercepting all of his communication. I figured this would be a good chance to get close to him. I disguised myself as your kitty cat, and here we are." Pino says, "Miss Amira sent us a message, and so we know to come here." Shiki says, "Yeah, but we almost got blown up first." Rebecca then says, "Okay, that sounds nice. So could you get these things off me?" And Shura is the one to oblige by ripping all the restraints up with his gravity. Well, Rebecca says, thank you?" But it's pretty obvious that Shura wasn't really trying to help, as he says, "Mueller," and he takes the restraints and then shoots them at Mueller, saying, "You're gonna answer to me." But Mueller manages to deflect all of the projectiles. Mueller then says, "Me? Answer to you? Dear me, I think you've forgotten to whom my powers originally belonged. Xenolith, the king of gravity." He then unleashes his power. Shiki and Shura can only brace themselves, while Rebecca hits the ground with an eek. Amira is taken off guard, saying, "What in the..." And Pino hits the ground, saying, "It is an extremely powerful gravitational field." Yeah, no duh. Mueller looks at them sinisterly, saying, "Gravity powerful enough to compress an entire planet if I was so inclined. I could crush you and all of Nero's one with you." Amira then says, "Oh please, this isn't a tiny planet like Foresta. You couldn't possibly pull that off." But Mueller looks bemused, saying, "Would you like to test that hypothesis?" He's then taken off guard as Shiki and Shura just deck him right in the face. I guess he didn't realize they also had gravity powers and could withstand even the slightest bit of it. They then go in for another, double punch. Jeez, nice. Just crushing his face in between their two fists. Man, that did some damage. His cheeks are smoking. Mueller says while dizzy, impossible. How can you move inside a gravitational field of this magnitude? But time should be flowing more slowly for everyone but me. You're completely ignoring the theory of relativity. Mueller then turns on the screens, or maybe they were already on, as he smiles sinisterly, saying, change of plan. I'm going to order all of the drones I've deployed in the aerospace above Nero 1 to crash into the planet's surface. Oh, that's the Iron Rain. Jeez, that's messed up. Rebecca is shocked, and Pino says, but if you do that, there will be a significant damage to the planet. But Mueller only laughs and smiles sinisterly. Amira says, we definitely don't want that. Hey guys, can you do something about this? And Rebecca questions, guys? Is it the Interstellar Union Army? It's gotta be. I see in space all of the drones changing trajectory is what I want to say. Changing trajectory. Sister sees this and says, what the hell is going on? Hermit notes, the enemy fighters are all diving down onto Nero 1, which states they're not diving, they're falling. Wise states that's not good. Chris says if that many of them crash onto the surface, Laguna says we have to stop them. While Klein questions, but how? Valkyrie starts to unload saying, we'll shoot them all down before they enter the atmosphere. But Homura says their numbers are too great. Suddenly a ship pulls up behind Valkyrie saying, let us help. Oh, there it is. I thought so. It's Horatian Says Interstellar member Eraser, saying, the cosmos is my canvas, and I won't let them mess it up. Nessa questions, who's that? Lyra says, some government guy? Mariani says, I think he's one of the Horatian Says Interstellar. Sika questions, but what is he doing here? While Fabiano says, whatever his reason, I'm glad to have him. Man, the Ocean 6 haven't really been big players in all this, honestly. Izuna then says, there are more of them behind us. Ah, man, the whole squad showing up. Are we actually going to see all the members of the Horatian Says Interstellar? Yep, Horatian Says Interstellar Holy says, well, it's time to do some cleaning. Horatian Says Interstellar Feather says, objective. Stop the enemy fighters falling onto Nero 1. Commence operation. Horatian Says Interstellar member Jaguar, who did not die facing off against Nero in this universe, says, offer a prayer to the stars and strike down the evil. And, Victory. Sorry. Horatian Says Interstellar member Victory says to gain the victory. So he's a member here instead of Justice. I wonder. So, what part does Elsie and Justice have in this universe? I guess if Justice wasn't around, Victory was the next best thing. Because Creed was okay, but, did he even leave the planet, ultimately? He should have become the next Shogun by now. Just take over for his father and stop a lot of the crap his father was pulling. But that's only 5. Who's the 6th member? Homer says that man worked with Justice. Klein says, and Lily, she's here too. And Y says, so the Horatian Says Interstellar is a thing in this world too. Sister says, wait, there's only 5 of them. Hermit says, one's missing. Well, which questions, where's the other one? Wait, Horatian Says Interstellar member Amira. Codename Face. Oh my god, that's the reference. Face. Holy god. Did you always plan this, Mashima? If you've read or seen Fairy Tail, you know what the name Face is a reference to. Was she always called Face? No, if I remember correctly, Amira was created kind of at the last minute kind of situation. I can't believe that came together like that. That's cool though. That's cool he made that reference work. That's good. Man, Amira part of the Interstellar Union Army. Man, she really moved up in this world. Mueller looks at his plans being foiled, saying, what is all this? My reign of starfighters, they're all being destroyed. Then my last resort. He turns to Rebecca, who is shocked to see him lunge at her. Oh, ew. Ew. He leaps at Rebecca and starts licking her legs. God damn it, Mashima. Saying, I'll take the time ether for myself and jump to the past. Rebecca can only say, ew. Shiki sees this, goes into his overdrive mode, and uppercuts Mueller right in the face. Ooh, and then Shura rips him in half. God damn! And Mueller can only question, how? I have the power of Zenolith. Shura says it doesn't matter how strong your powers are if you don't know how to use them. Yeah, that was the one thing I'm like, I mean, honestly, thinking about it now, that would be the only way to actually defeat him. Yeah, you took his power, but it's not like you really know how to use it. And Shiki says, this is the real power of Zenolith. Super ultimate Magimech attack. And he gathers power in his hand and unleashes it on Mueller. Black Sky. And as per usual, Mueller is reduced to nothing but a head. And Mueller thinks to himself, dear me, I thought there was a cat here a few minutes ago. I wonder if it went off to. I wonder where it went off to. Dear me, that is a mystery. Jeez. To a certain degree, it's a bit anticlimactic that he had all that power and essentially barely did anything with it. But at the same time, Mueller, with each appearance, he is off his rocker more and more and more. And now in this universe where the best of outcomes always happen, he's the most off his rocker. And the thing is, he had a good job, all things considered. Royal scientist, wasn't he? Had his own lab, all this, that, and the other. He worked for a, notable empire, and he still chose to be an evil piece of crap. Like, oh, Mueller. It's hard to tell if this killed him and is the end of him. And with any luck it is. But now I have to wonder. I mean, it's great that the Interstellar Union Army helped out. Eurasian says Interstellar. Maybe they can all get on the same page as Shiki. And ultimately, this'll be... we're slowly amassing the manpower needed to properly take on the Eden's One. Because, let's face it, that's what we need. We need the coalition to fully come together. Because if things are even nearly as bad as they were when facing off against Ziggy, we need all hands on deck proper this time. So this is the chance to really get things done. And I'm also still wondering, Erasers seem to have some kind of knowledge about Sheik. There seemed to be something between Eraser and Sheik. Maybe we can finally get those answered. But this was great. At the very least, I'm glad we got introduced to the Eurasian Says Interstellar. And knowing that Amira ended up as one of them, that's pretty badass. Man, what a return of a character we haven't seen in a long time. And who knows, maybe we'll actually get to see Jaguar live through a fight. Which is unfair. He had the one fight against very opposing forces. I don't know. Something in my gut tells me that Mueller might have one last trick up his sleeve, though. We'll see. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, because we still got those antimatter bombs. Maybe. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the ride. And until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.